What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tanner, aka the Junk Flipper. I show you guys how to flip what you think is junk for profits, and today I'm talking about the issue that everybody's talking about right now. It's affecting all Amazon booksellers. Anyone on Amazon that's selling used books and media right now is experiencing this issue, and it is the buy box issue. So, for those that do not know, there's two ways to sell on Amazon. One is FBA. You send your stuff into Amazon. Amazon fulfills it for you, and it goes to the customer with Prime shipping. The other way to sell is merchant fulfilled, which is when you get an order, you pack up the book yourself, you put a label on it, and you ship it out yourself. And normally, the FBA seller is the one that is favored to get the buy box. So usually in used books and media, the lowest priced, most competitive, most competitively priced FBA offer is going to win the buy box and therefore get the sale. So this is a big issue now that Amazon is now favoring merchant fulfilled sellers to get the buy box instead of FBA sellers. And this issue happened back in March for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it just went away. But now we're experiencing it again. And there's a lot of theories going around on what people think is actually going on. When stuff like this happens, the Facebook community kind of just goes nuts in the book selling space. Everybody has an opinion about it. I'm not even making this video to claim to know that I know exactly what's going on, because I have no clue, like, at all. But there are a few comments that I've seen that I think could make the most sense to me personally, and I'll go in order. There's three things that could possibly be going on. I'll start with like the two that I don't really think is going on. One of the reasons being that Amazon is being sued by the FTC, I believe, and they're having court cases on whether Amazon is price gouging, and the FBA prices are customer. Basically, Amazon is pushing offers that are higher than what they should be, I guess, compared to the other offers. The featured offer, the buy box offer, is a higher price, which they are, but they're not a lot more for the most part, and they're providing like a much better service than the merchant sellers. With Prime shipping, you get it in a day or two. With merchant, you have to wait 7 to 10 days to get it, so people pay a little bit more to get that speed of service, right? So that's one of the issues, I think, or one of the reasons that could, have. That's one of the things that could be going on with this issue. No one really knows, but the second one could be Amazon. Amazon's official shipping partner is UPS, and apparently that's coming to an end at this year, and they're trying to figure out their shipping partner situation. I don't know. See, I don't really know exactly what's going on in the weeds of that. There's people in the Facebook group that claim to know exactly what's going on with those two issues, and I haven't really looked into it a whole lot, because if those two were an issue, then why did it go? It happened in March, and then for like 5 or 6 more months, it just went away, and now we're back to this. But this reason right here, this next reason, is what I think is possibly going on, and the most logical issue. So recently, I've noticed, sourcing and then also sending my own inventory in. When my books get checked into Amazon, my last couple of shipments, I'll send one unit of a book, and all of a sudden I see in the quantity of what's available in stock for it is like 30 plus of that book. And people are reporting that they have a book that they bought one unit of that's selling multiple times. And I can imagine that this is a pretty severe customer service headache for Amazon, and having to deal with all of these customer service claims. And to me, it just makes sense to not prioritize the FBA offers until they figure out this issue, because it's happening it's happening everywhere. Like, I've been sourcing books, and I see that I've been sourcing books on Amazon, and I see that it's at a good price for me to buy it, and I see that they have like 22 copies in stock when it's a book that was printed in like 1970, where like there's no way someone has 22 copies of this old book. They probably have one, maybe two copies if they're lucky. So I've had several cancellations as far as like sourcing multiple copies of one book. So I don't know. This is like the most logical reason. I think they could be just prioritizing the merchant fulfilled offers until they fix the FBA issue. But I just want to read a couple of these comments that I found that I think make the most sense to me. So Shannon said in the Facebook group, I have a theory that the buy box issue is a temporary fix to the single FBA items selling 50 times issue, the issue that I just explained. My featured offer percentage is typically around 4 to 5%. During the oversold issue, it spiked to the teens. Then after the buy box went FBM, my featured offer percentage dropped to 1%. So I suspect that the FBA issue was leaving the seller as the buy box in the FBA inventory was not changing to 0. So yeah, like if you have one book and all of a sudden Amazon checks it in and says you have 30, you sell one or two of those, like Amazon still thinks you have 28 more books in stock. So that's definitely an issue. And then she goes on to say FBM is likely not affected by this bug. So changing the buy box logic while they fix the FBA bug would make sense. I can't imagine how huge a customer service issue the FBA issue was. It had to lead to hundreds of thousands of unfulfilled orders. And the next comment that I think made sense is from Michael. After more investigating, it looks like Amazon has lost inventory control over used FBA books. The duplicate sales issue has been occurring for the past 2 weeks or so, and now it's Amazon is showing FBA offers as 0 for the used buy box algorithms method call, thereby moving to the next qualified offer or lowest MF offer. Still confusing why it's only some buyers and not all, though. They don't know how many we have in inventory. I'm guessing site-wide, the canceled FBA orders for used books has to be in the tens of thousands. Yeah, I have no doubt. Like I've had like 9 or 10 myself. So, and I'm like sourcing. So people that are buying for leisure, you know, it has to be in the tens of thousands. Not good for customer experience already. Confusing times, TBH, and I have no idea what protocol or work would be required to reconcile inventory and offer counts. Stay strong, everyone. It's a daily evolving situation. Those are my 2 favorite comments that I've seen for the issue. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. Like I can't imagine that this is long term. Amazon notoriously will. It doesn't make any sense for them to like favor merchant fulfilled offers. Anyone that's paying a Prime membership should be getting that offer featured so they can get their item quickest as possible. If they're buying merchant fulfilled and they don't get a book for a week or two, you know, it doesn't deliver on the Prime, you know, promise that Amazon is sort of known for, and Amazon makes more money from the FBA offers, I believe. So I don't know, man. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know what you guys think about the current buy box issue. Has your guys' sales tanked? Like my sales have certainly gone down. Now it is coming out of textbook season, and I kind of chalked it up to that over the last week or two, but it's been like abnormally down. So it makes a lot more sense that the buy box is having a weird issue right now. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to end it at that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think that it's coming back to FBA soon? What is your theories on the buy box issue? We're all in this together as Amazon sellers. Kind of. Not really. There's a lot of people that are kind of out for themselves, but it's interesting to see everybody's comments on this issue. So let me know in the comments. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button, subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.